a lot of people believe that when you start learning these tools and these laws of the universe, you're blissful all the time and you're, sweet and light. That's not necessarily true. And one of the greatest things that you can do is be aware of how you're responding or reacting more likely in the moment. I'll give you a great personal example. This just happened to me. I It wasn't a romantic relationship, quasi business sort of, for 9 months with someone, and I thought it was going to go really. I actually recognized him from another life. Like we were like 12-year-old girl, giggly best friends in another life. Recognized him right away, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I mean, I was, crazy about him from the beginning. Again, not romantically, and I would, in that 9-month relationship, I was triggered over and over and over and over and over and over again in a way that, like, sometimes I was just like furious and reacting furiously. And I'm like embarrassed because wait a minute, I'm supposed to know better. And then I had a couple of realizations. One, it was a gift. It was one of the most frustrating relationships I've ever had in my entire life, and the entire relationship was a gift because it showed me all of these unhealed parts of me, all of these parts of me where I could level up. The other thing is I did a past life regression and talked to him as a little girl, and he came back to do that for me because we were so close when we were little girls that it took someone that I could trust at that level, that I wasn't going to be professional Deborah, or that I could allow myself to fall apart. And so that's something that you need to be aware of, because Tara, I think you're a little bit beating up on yourself. It's like, well, I'm supposed to be learning this stuff, and why am I responding this way, or why am I reacting this way? And you're just learning. We're all just learning. I've been learning this stuff for 40 years, and I just had some of the biggest meltdowns I think I've ever had, right? But I was like, wow, this was, as annoying as this relationship was, it was a huge gift.
Hi, my name's Vivica Von Rosen. I'm Chief Visibility Officer with Bringelson, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Deberah. Now, I have known her personally and through business for many, many, many years, and what I can say about her is she is that unusual balance between like pretty extensive business acumen. She has worked major deals with companies like Virgin and Oracle, but she's also got this spiritual side where she taps into, well, let's just call it what it is, the metaphysical. And I've worked with her in both capacities. And what I'm loving about this new work that she's doing is she's able to bring both elements together really magically, but in a good way, not in a woo-woo way. And for an example, there was some stickiness in a new business contract that I was thinking about. And first of all, I just needed to tap in. Is this the right business? Should I be moving forward in this way? And we got a yes. And then there was some stickiness around relationships within this business and this organization, this partnership. And she just was able to clear all of that away. So I moved into, and all of a sudden the relationship shifted in this business relationship, and it just flowered. Another example was I was working with a client who just was not showing up, and the phone calls, the emails, missing meetings, they just weren't showing up. They weren't bringing what they needed to the table in order for me to do my job. And she was able to clear up their stuff, actually. And all of a sudden, they started reaching out to me, and we were able to close that deal. And also, she was able to sense kind of what the price range, the value versus price, and where they were comfortable. And it was actually higher than I was going to charge them. So that worked out really well. And then there was another sticky situation with a client who just ended up not being ideal, let's just say. And it was weighing heavily on me. And this is where she was able to do kind of some metaphysical lifting to where I was able to release the client. They were able to release me. We all went on our happy ways. And it could have been really, really bad situation, but it wasn't. It was great. And she's able to help you also really on a higher level see and formulate the direction for your business, what really needs to be said in your business, what people really need in your business. So however you decide to work with Deberah, just know that she, like I said, is this rare combination of deep business acumen and metaphysical intuition, and married together, it's a really, really powerful set in a consultant, in a business consultant. So I highly recommend hiring Deberah.